Another exciting video for coin collectors and history lovers. Today, we are going to explore a fascinating coin from the United Kingdom, the 2010 1-cent style coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II with the inscription DG Regina. If you have this coin in your collection, or just found one, make sure you watch till the end, because its value might surprise you. Let's begin with the background. The inscription DG Regina stands for Di Gratia Regina, which means, by the grace of God, Queen. This title has been used on British coins for centuries and represents the authority of the monarch. The 2010 coin features a modern portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed with fine details that reflect her later reign. Although many people refer to it as a 1-cent coin, the United Kingdom actually uses pennies instead of cents. So this coin is commonly recognized as a 1-penny coin from 2010. It does not carry a mint mark, which is completely normal for UK coins, as most of them are produced without mint marks by the Royal Mint. Now let's talk about the design. On the obverse side, you will see the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II facing right, along with the inscription Elizabeth II, DG Reg FD. On the reverse side, the coin features a part of the Royal Shield design, which was introduced in 2008. When all denominations are placed together, they form the complete shield, making this series very special for collectors. Moving on to the condition. If your 2010 coin is in good condition, meaning it has some wear, but the details are still clearly visible, it is considered a circulated coin. Condition plays a very important role in determining value. Now the big question, how much is it worth today? In general, a 2010 UK penny coin in good circulated condition is quite common. Its market value usually ranges between 0.01 to 0.10 US dollars. Yes, that's just a few cents. However, if the coin is in uncirculated or mint condition, its value can increase to around 0.52 to $2, depending on quality and demand. But here's something important. If your coin has any rare errors, such as double strikes, off-center designs, or unusual marks, its value could be significantly higher. Error coins are highly sought after by collectors and can sometimes sell for tens or even hundreds of dollars. So always check your coin carefully. Look at the edges, the lettering, and the design details. Even a small mistake can turn an ordinary coin into a valuable collectible. Next coin. The 1980 Lincoln 1-cent coin with a D mint mark. If you have this coin in your collection, you might be sitting on a small piece of history with real value. The 1980 Lincoln penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design that has been a symbol of American coinage since 1909. On the reverse side, you will find the Lincoln Memorial, representing the legacy of one of America's greatest leaders. Now let's talk about the D mint mark. This small letter, located just below the year, indicates that the coin was minted in Denver. The Denver Mint produced a large number of these coins in 1980, making them quite common in circulation. However, condition plays a very important role in determining value. A 1980 D Lincoln penny is made primarily of copper, with a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Because of this high copper content, many collectors prefer these older pennies over newer zinc-based ones. In good condition, which means the coin shows moderate wear but still has clear details, the 1980 D penny typically has a market value of around 0.02 to 0.10 US dollars. While this may seem small, coins in better condition can be worth more. If the coin is in uncirculated condition, with no signs of wear and strong original shine, it can be valued between 0.50 and $2 or even higher, depending on quality. Collectors also look for rare errors or varieties. If your 1980 D penny has unusual features like double strikes, off-center designs, or die errors, its value could increase significantly. Even though this coin is common, it remains an important part of American coin history. It represents a time when pennies were still made, mostly of copper, and continues the long tradition of honoring Abraham Lincoln on U.S. currency. So, if you have a 1980 D. Lincoln penny, don't ignore it. Take a closer look, check its condition, and you might discover a hidden gem in your collection. Next coin, very popular collectible. The 2017 United States 1-cent coin, featuring Abraham Lincoln and carrying the D mint mark. If you have one of these coins in your collection, make sure to watch till the end, because its value might surprise you. The 2017 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909. This coin was struck by the United States Mint at its Denver facility, which is why you will see a small D mint mark on the obverse side, just below the date. On the front of the coin, you will see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The inscriptions include, "In God We Trust" at the top, "Liberty" on the left, and the year 2017, along with the D mint mark on the right. This iconic design has been a symbol of American history for over a century. On the reverse side, the 2017 penny features the Union Shield design, which was introduced in 2010. The shield represents Lincoln's preservation of the United States as a single, unified nation. You will notice the words United States of America at the top, E pluribus unum across the banner, and 1 cent boldly displayed in the center. Now let's talk about the condition and value. A 2017 D. Lincoln penny in good circulated condition is very common, as millions were produced. In today's market, such a coin is typically worth its face value, which is just 1 cent, or about $0.1 US. However, if your coin is in uncirculated condition, meaning it has no wear and retains its original mint shine, it can be worth between $0.10 to $40.50 depending on its quality. High-grade examples, especially those graded MS67 or higher, can sell for $5 to $15 or even more in rare cases. Collectors should also keep an eye out for errors or varieties. Coins with minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual surfaces, can significantly increase the value, sometimes reaching $20 or higher, depending on the rarity. So while the 2017 D. Lincoln penny may seem like an ordinary coin, it still holds collectible value, especially in higher grades or with unique features. Always check your pocket change carefully, because you never know what hidden treasure you might find. Next coin, a classic piece of American history. The 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny, a copper coin with no mint mark that continues to attract collectors around the world. The 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny was produced just after World War II, marking the return to normal coin production in the United States. This coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design that was first introduced in 1909 to honor his 100th birthday. On the reverse side, you will see 2 wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent, which is why this coin is commonly known as the wheat penny. This particular 1946 penny has no mint mark, which means it was minted in Philadelphia, the main mint of the United States at that time. Philadelphia coins from this era typically do not carry a mint mark, making them very common, but still highly collectible due to their historical importance. The coin is made primarily of copper, giving it that rich brown or reddish color that collectors love. A well-preserved 1946 wheat penny, in good condition, will still show clear details of Lincoln's portrait and the wheat ears on the reverse, although some wear is expected due to circulation. Now let's talk about value, which is what many collectors are most interested in. In today's market, a 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark in good condition typically ranges between $10 to around $0.50. Coins in better condition, such as very fine or extremely fine grades, can reach $1 to $3. And if you happen to find one in uncirculated condition with a bright red copper finish, it can be worth anywhere from $10 to $25, or even more, depending on quality. Keep in mind that the value can increase if the coin has unique features such as errors, strong strike details, or original luster. Always check your coins carefully, because small details can make a big difference in price. Even though this coin is not extremely rare, it remains a favorite among collectors because of its connection to American history and its classic design. It is also a great starting point for beginners who want to enter the world of coin collecting. Next coin, the 1952 D. Lincoln Wheat Penny. This small copper coin may look simple, but it carries decades of history and surprising value. The 1952 D. Wheat Penny was minted in Denver and features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin was part of the famous Wheat Cent series, produced from 1909 to 1958. On the reverse side, you'll see two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent, which is why collectors call it the Wheat Penny. This coin is made primarily of copper, giving it that rich reddish-brown color that collectors love. Over time, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. A well-preserved coin with minimal wear will always attract more attention in the market. Now let's talk about the value of the 1952 D. Lincoln Wheat Penny in today's market. In average circulated condition, this coin is generally worth around $0.05 to $0.20. If the coin is in good condition with clear details, it can sell for about $0.25 to $1. However, if you have a coin in uncirculated condition with strong luster and sharp details, its value can rise to $5 or even higher, depending on grading. Some rare high-grade examples or coins with unique errors can be worth much more, sometimes reaching $20 or beyond. That's why it's always important to carefully examine your coins for any unusual features like double dies, off-center strikes, or minting errors. Collectors also look for the D mint mark below the date, which confirms it was minted in Denver. While millions of these coins were produced, finding one in excellent condition is what makes it truly valuable. The 1952 D. Wheat Penny is more than just a coin. It's a piece of history that reflects post-war America and the legacy of Abraham Lincoln. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced collector, this coin is a great addition to any collection. So next time you come across an old penny, take a closer look. You might just be holding a hidden treasure in your hands.